Hey y'all, I want to welcome y'all to this channel. It's the Chicago Vibe Podcast. We'll be dropping this Saturday with your girl, Lady T Marie and Mr. Success. You don't want to miss it. What up, y'all? It's your girl, Lady T Marie with It's a Chicago Vibe. And on today's show, we have a very special guest by the name of Maal the Pimp. Stay tuned.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to It's a Chicago Vibe with me,
Mr. Success,
Lady T, and our special guest, Maal the Pimp, baby. Welcome to the show, Maal. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm all good, man. I appreciate y'all for having me, man. Good looking out on that for sure. Salute. You dig? Salute.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And I'm going to ask you the question like I ask all my guests. Tell everybody a little something about Maal the Pimp and how did you come up with your name?
Maal the Pimp, born and raised in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And where the name come from, Maal the Pimp. Let me say this. I'm glad you asked that. I've been asked this in 100 interviews. So when somebody hear my name, they say pimp, they associate that with pimping bitches on it. Can I curse on here?
Yes, sir.
They associate that with pimping bitches on the block and get money off of them. I'm the exact opposite of that. You follow what I'm saying? The pimp name comes from this. I'm a rapper first and foremost. That's what I do. But outside of rapping, I wear a bunch of different hats. Like I'm a studio engineer. I do marketing promotions. I do legal consulting as far as reading, writing contracts. I'm a concert promoter. I'm a booking agent. You follow what I'm saying? I do documented scripts and all this type of shit like that. So I do all these things outside of rapping. I do all that still to promote me as a rapper. So when you add all it up, I'm pimping my way through this rap game. So that's where the name comes from.
P. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Do it make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. There we go.
So my next question for you, just off the top of the head, when did you get your first break in the industry, music industry?
That's a two-part question. My first break was this. Before I was even before I was even rapping, I was kind of like on some street shit or whatever. You follow what I'm saying? So rapping wasn't part of my get down at all. I knew how to rap, but it wasn't what I was focusing on. I was still in the streets playing around and doing the shit like that. My break, my initial break, or my initial flag to let me know I should do this was while I'm still dabbling in the streets or whatever. It was a high school talent show that came up. I was 18 years old in 12th grade, my senior year in high school. A high school talent show came up or whatever. And I was like, I'm gonna get in this talent show just to show people I know how to rap. I don't give a fuck if I win or not. I just want to get up and show I know how to rap. You follow what I'm saying? And I ended up winning first place. You
Wow.
feel me? And I got a big ass trophy for it, saying you won first place, who do this and that. And I'm looking at it to myself like, damn, I got up there and gave kind of like a half-ass effort, but I won first place, which means I outshined everybody else. You follow what I'm saying? So I'm looking like, and that talent show was packed. It was like 2,000 people in there, wall to wall in the high school talent show. So I'm like, if I can do this and y'all like that, and I know for a fact I can give my all, maybe I should pursue this and then come out with a cassette tape later on. If I can get 2,000 people to vibe what I'm saying who don't really know me like that, I know I can sell y'all my shit. You follow what I'm saying? So about a month and a half later, I came up with a cassette tape. It was called Maal the Pimp, featuring the Battleground Soldiers in Golden. I paid $600, pressed up 300 cassette tapes. That was my first $1,500 right there off the music. From that point on, I was like, okay, there's some money in this shit. So let me try this.
Wow.
That's what's up. All right, and my next question is, where do you come up, like what is your creative process? Where do you come up with your ideas from songs from?
This gonna sound cliche, but the same shit the average rapper gonna tell you, the shit that I've been through, the shit that I've seen, the shit that I've done. You follow what I'm saying? You take that and you mix it all up in a bowl, and then that's what you talk about right there. You follow what I'm saying? So my songs are based on like the struggle, street shit. But in the end of the day, we at the end of the day, we not focused on negative. So I still talk about I give you music for the club. I give you music to ride to, music to smoke and drink to. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm a man. I'm a man also, so I give you the female vibes and all this type of shit. You follow what I'm saying? So I'm like gumbo. I mix all up in the pot. But the initial root of it is what I've seen done and been through.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. My next question to you, I'm sorry, is that I see that you're a jack of all trades. You do, like you said, all the things that you do, but outside of that, is there anything that you haven't tapped into as far as anything in life that you would desire to do?
Yeah, what I haven't tapped into, but I have tapped into, is acting. You feel me? I'm a superstar when it comes to the music or whatever, and I'm a legend in the street. You feel what I'm saying? Now acting, that's something I've always wanted to kind of fuck with or play around with. I had an acting role in a low budget movie back in about 7 or 8 years ago that was based in Chattanooga called Consequences. Then I got my first real acting break as far as a big budget movie that showed in theaters with a movie called The Milwaukee Story. And that was myself, Lil Boosie, MJG from 8 Ball and MJG, and Starlito out of Nashville. So that was my first real big budget movie that actually played in theaters or whatever. And I like the response I got from that. And I like the whole experience of being on the set and all that type of shit right there. So once I did that, I was like, I kind of like this. I like this. You feel what I'm saying? My name in the credits and all that. I had a speaking role in the movie. So I'm an actor. I'm an actor. You feel me? I'm an actor. Yeah. So I want to tap into that a little bit more right there. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what's up. In what ways do you want your music, your acting, or just your brand, period, to have, what type of impact do you want that to affect the world, to be on the world, I should say?
How I want that to impact the world. When it comes to me, I'm more than just what you look at. When you look at me, you see me on camera, you see the rap dude. You feel me? That's what you see on camera. But take the camera shit away. I wear a bunch of different hats. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a businessman. A lot of people don't know, or some people know this, but a lot of people know. I have a degree, a college degree in recording industry music business. I have two minors. Most people have one minor. I have two minors. One minor is mass communication. The other minor is entertainment and technology. So I just look like this. I bring a lot to the table. You follow what I'm saying? You feel me? So with that being said, I can go either way with you. I can talk business with you, or I can talk street with you. You can't get over on me. I ain't him. You can't get over on me. You follow what I'm saying? So I bring a lot to the table as far as talent, as far as business, as far as advice. You follow what I'm saying? And I'm a genius when it comes to marketing promo. A genius at that right there. You follow what I'm saying? So really, depending on what type of conversation you want to have, I can have each conversation with you. So my impact, I'm a wide range of varieties, if that makes sense. I'm a wide range of varieties. You follow what I'm saying? I've done the street shit, I've done the independent label shit, and I've done the major label shit. All the above. You follow what I'm saying? And that goes back to where the name Maal the Pimp comes from.
That's what's up.
Right.
We feeling that. My next question to you is, you in your bio it states that you've worked with BG. How was that working with him?
BG, he'll be home in a few days too. That's crazy. He'll be home in free BG, but he'll be home in a few days, so it'll be no more free BG. By the time this come out, he'll be home. But how that came about right there, when I was graduating from college, which would be Middle Tennessee State University, with my degree in recording industry music business, around this time was when the initial Cash Money camp was breaking up. Juvenile had just left, BG had just left, and then eventually Turk ended up leaving. So the Hot Boys was breaking up. Lil Wayne stayed, but Hot Boys was breaking up. So Juvenile left and started his own label, UTP Records. BG left and started Chopper City Records. So I'm knowing if everybody's leaving, they're going to need staff members and employees to help them better their own situation outside of Cash Money. So I sent my resume out. And at the time, I was graduating school, so I was trying to get a job at a record label and take that money and invest it into myself. I sent my resume out to No Limit, Cash Money, coincidentally, Slip and Slide. At the time, Trick Dad and Trina was real hot on Slip and Slide. Def Jam South, because Scarface was president of Def Jam South, and I sent the So Def because of Jermaine Dupri. Chopper City Records, which would be BG's label, they called me back. So then Slip and Slide called me back. So I flew to Miami first and met with Slip and Slide. Then left Miami, came back to Tennessee, then flew to New Orleans and met with Chopper City. And when I weighed both options out, it made more sense to go down there with Chopper City. So I went down there to Chopper City, which would be BG. And the agreement was to come in for 6 months as an intern with no pay. No pay. 6 months. So I'm leaving Tennessee move to New Orleans with no pay for 6 months. Now, after you prove yourself in 6 months, we're gonna either let you go or keep you around. So I came in there, I hit the ground running. I did everything that needed to be done in the office. I was the booking agent, the studio engineer, the road manager, the tour manager, head of street promotion, head of marketing promotion. Everything that needed to be done, I did it. The same shit you would hire 15 motherfuckers for, I did that myself, one person. So after 6 months, they hired me. And from that point on, Maal the Pimp BG was rocking, rock and rolling. And then the albums I helped promote and market will be Life After Cash Money, The Heart of the Streets Volume 1, The Heart of the Streets Volume 2, the Chopper City Boys, which was BG's group. They came out with an album called We Got This. And then BG signed a major deal with Atlantic with an album called Too Hood to Be Hollywood. All behind the scenes, that was me doing all that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Well, I'm a jumper question because you basically answered my question. Then all in that little thing, I was going to ask you, when you graduated from Tennessee University, why did you relocate to New Orleans? But you answered all that in that statement, so I'm gonna jump on, move right along to my next question. What was one of the most challenging projects you worked on as of this day?
Two things. The first answer, I'm gonna say the BG Life After Cash Money album. And the reason why that was real challenging was because he had spent his whole career at Cash Money. So people was used to saying BG with Baby or BG with Wayne, Turk, and Juvenile. So they was used to seeing that look right there. You follow what I'm saying? They was used to seeing that whole camaraderie. When he left and started his own label, of course the question arises, can you hold your own weight without the Cash Money umbrella? You follow what I'm saying? So he's moving forward to start his own label without the Cash Money umbrella behind him or the Universal muscle behind him. You got Chopper City Records, and we got to deal with Koch. You follow what I'm saying? Which is a lot less than a Universal situation. So now, what is BG gonna do on his own? You follow what I'm saying? So, and then the album was titled Life After Cash Money. So if you're talking about Life After Cash Money, this album better do something right here. Or it's gonna look like you need to go back to Cash Money. You follow what I'm saying? So it was a challenging project to sit there and market and promote the album and make sure we was able to prove he can hold his own weight, if that makes sense. So that was a real challenging project. And it succeeded. You follow what I'm saying? It succeeded. So that's my challenging project as far as him. As far as me, with my solo shit, my most challenging project probably was the album I did, which was called The Wake Up Call. And the reason I say that is this: before I even got with BG and Chopper City, I was a part of a label here in Chattanooga called Fam Records, and we was the biggest thing in the city. People called us the Death Row Records of Chattanooga. You follow what I'm saying? And then the feds raided the whole label, took the CEO, took a bunch of artists and all this, and I was the last man standing. So they was looking like, okay, what the fuck Maal gonna do with his whole team gone? You follow what I'm saying? And a lot of people abandoned me because they didn't want to be around me because they know the feds was watching me. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now, when I come out with my next project, that got to make sense and let y'all know that I'm still that nigga right there. You follow what I'm saying? I'm still that nigga right there. So that was my biggest challenge, was to move forward from that as a solo artist, knowing I had a team around me, but still try to prove myself on my own to let y'all know I love them dudes. We got history there, but at the end of the day, I can survive on my own without them motherfuckers. You follow what I'm saying? And when I finally went and showed and proved that, then my phone started ringing again. You feel me? So all this is going on while I'm dealing with BG. So I got two different situations going on. Two different situations going on. I'm trying to prove myself. I'm trying to help him prove himself. If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow, that's super dope. Outside of BG, like, who are some other artists that you've worked with?
8 Ball and MJG, Nappy Roots, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Crazy Bone and Lazy Bone. I did off and on tour management shit with Snoop. I booked and worked with a lot of artists. You feel me? I can name drop all day. But I booked artists, either work with artists. You know what I'm saying? That's part of that's kind of me wearing different hats in the industry right there.
What's up? That's super dope.
All right, and my next question is, what advice can you give to somebody young or even your old that's trying to get in the industry? What advice can you give them to help push them towards their career?
Two things. I'm glad you asked that, bro. Two things. First thing, get your business right. Get your business right. Everybody can rap. We can all get in front of the camera and do this shit all day. Get your business right. Understand what copyrights and publishing mean. Understand what that is right there. That will make or break you. Understand copyrights and publishing. If you're an artist, that's your biggest thing. If you're a producer, understand what placements are. If you're an artist manager, understand what the artist brings to the table and how you can get paid off the artist. If you're an artist looking for a manager, understand what this role is supposed to be. You follow what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then also, the biggest thing is networking. I say this on every podcast I speak on, every panel I've been that I've spoke on. Network. Build relationships. Relationships will put you in places that money can't. Build relationships. So build relationships and get your business right. To anybody, young or old, build relationships and get your business right. Who you know can get you in the door. What you know will determine how long you stay.
Well said.
Yeah, for sure. So my next question would be, and it's just off the head, is this new wave of music is totally different from the music we grew up listening.
Motherfucking right.
How do Maal the Pimp feel about this new wave of music that's out right now?
I'm gonna tell you this. A lot of it I don't listen to. A lot of it I really don't like, but I understand it. You follow what I'm saying? Like these new youngsters, it's their time. It's their time. So let me say that. I'm gonna pick up where I left off. Rewind back. At one point, it was our time. Mm-hmm. It was our time. So when we was doing our thing, the people before us didn't understand that. But we was bumping, we was killing that shit. So you fast forward to now, these young niggas, a lot of this music is not what we would want to fuck with, but at the end of the day, it's what's going. It's popping. You follow what I'm saying? So do I like all of it? Hell no. Hell no. A lot of them, I don't think they are talented. But I understand how they're getting where they're at. Right. And the money is a lot more plentiful now. You follow what I'm saying? They get money that we couldn't have got back in the day. You follow what I'm saying? And so now when it comes to music, here go the thing. Back in my era, and Big Dog Salmon, I don't know how old you are, but you look like you're my age. You follow what I'm saying? I ain't gonna ask your age on camera, but you look like you're my age. Back in our day, bro, you had to really know how to rap to be a rapper. Yeah. You had to have talent. You had to have bars. You had to rhyme. Your story had to make sense. When you were talking about street shit, you had to really be that dude you was talking about you was. You follow what I'm saying? Now, none of that shit matters. You can be a college-educated dude who's talking about penitentiary shit. As long as it makes sense, it's gonna fly. You follow what I'm saying? You follow what I'm saying? Now you don't have to have talent. You can be a motherfucker who never rapped before, but went to the grocery store and did some goofy ass shit that went viral, and then make a song about that, and now you're a platinum artist. You made a song about tripping up on a banana peel in the grocery store, or you made a song about smacking your mama, and it went viral, but you are not a rapper. Now you go viral with these numbers, here come the labels. You follow what I'm saying? So you can be a celebrity now and be a superstar rapper who don't even know how to rap. Back in our day, you had to have talent.
Absolutely.
Am I making sense to y'all?
Make real good sense.
Now it's not about talent, it's about viral and it's about the moment.
Yeah.
That's why you have a lot of one-hit wonders now. Mm-hmm. Make a song right now and they can't follow up behind that because they really are not talented. You follow what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow. They're talking the same.
And let me say this too. A lot of the songs now are driven off of hooks. If you have a catchy hook that the kids can repeat, some that if you hear it one or two times, it sticks in your head. A catchy hook, the lyrics can be talking about shit. But if the hook is catchy, the song will go. Let me say this. Back in the day, it was about lyrics. So look at some of the biggest songs back in our day. Like prime example, Today Was a Good Day, Ice Cube. The hook was, it was no hook, it was the beat.
Mm-hmm.
There was no hook, it was the
He
beat.
basically said today was a good day. That's basically all he was saying.
So when it comes to the hook, the beat just played. So which means the song was hot, it was because of the lyrics he was talking about, right? Yeah. Same thing with Ghetto Boys, my man playing tricks on me. It was no hook. The hook was the beat.
Mm-hmm.
You follow what I'm saying? Which means if the hook is the beat, it's no hook that's gonna make you, it's gonna catch you. So if you like this song, you like the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward now, they can have a catchy hook and bullshit lyrics, and it's gonna go.
Absolutely.
So this new wave of music is different. I understand it. I get it. And then a lot of the old school OGs, some of them don't like what's going on with the young nigga shit. They come across as hating because they hadn't picked up on, man, this is the vibe right now, bro. Get with it or get lost.
Absolutely.
Am I making sense to y'all?
You're right.
You're making well good.
Get lost, yeah.
I feel like now compared to back then, even back in the 70s, like music had more substance. Now it's like,
right.
You know, whatever sound good is just that's popping. So,
and you know what, lady, see how you said back in the 70s, music had more substance. So, like, with that being said, right, back when like my mom and dad was listening to music, right, and then come along when I'm doing my music, I'm listening to music. My mom and my daddy both said to me, see, the music y'all listen to, Jamal, it ain't like this is real music we listen to back in the day. This is real music. The stuff y'all listen to, blah, 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 blah. I didn't get that at the time. Fast forward now, I can tell a young dude, man, the music y'all listen to, man, blah, 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 blah. This is, it's the, so now I can tell a young dude, my mom and dad used to tell me. You know what I'm saying?
History repeat itself. Yeah.
To me, Scarface, Ice Cube, Snoop, Tupac, Biggie, NWA, Ghetto Boys, 8 Ball, MJG, UGK, all that, that's real music to me. This new shit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Yeah, LL Cool J, that's Run DMC, that's music to me right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And
that's the same thing as my mama telling me, Marvin Gaye, Otis Redding, the OJs, the Supremes. You know what I'm saying? That's them telling me that that's real music. What y'all listen to is not real music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And on that note, we're going to pause for a few messages from our sponsors. Stay tuned.
Pay them bills. Let's get it.
How this young lady changed from an ordinary lady to Lady Aphrodite in 1 year. Her last event she threw didn't get the feedback she would have liked, but this year's event was special. Can't just be ordinary. This was a special milestone in her life. So to be great, she did what all the greats do. Higher greatness. Blessed with Success Entertainment. Let us plan out, create, and host your special moments and parties and your events, and you'll be able to tell your own success story. Blessed with Success Entertainment. We're not just ordinary. We go above and beyond, without boundaries, without measurement.
Thousands of people around the world are dealing with this inhumane crisis. People in your own backyard are dealing with this inhumane crisis. Do you want to know what this crisis is? I'll tell you what it is. It's homelessness. If you or anyone you know is dealing with this crisis, please contact It's a Chicago Vibe with your girl, Lady T. Marie, and Mr. Success.
My day starts off at 3:40 every morning.
Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard.
Work, 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 work.
DJ Mr. Success.
What am I supposed to do with all this, girl? Another day at the Sheraton Hotel.
All right, everybody, welcome back to It's a Chicago Vibe. I'm here with me, Lady T, and our special guest, Maal the Pimp. And before we get out of here, Lady T, is there anything else you want to ask Maal the Pimp?
Yes, I want you to let the people know where they can find you, and also I want you to let the people know what events or anything you got coming up.
Okay, I answer a question about events, then about where they can find me.
Mm.
Events coming up, 2023, October 13th and 14th. We got the 2023 Chattanooga Hip Hop Summit. Big hip hop summit that's gonna be in Chattanooga. We got Dame Dash coming, Lil Russell, Hit Kid, uh, Sly Maroney, uh, Kim Osario, Tracy Waples. We got a big event down here in Chattanooga, the Chattanooga Hip Hop Summit. This is the third year. You feel me? So it's gonna be a big event that's going on in Chattanooga. And hopefully if everything goes right, this will be a big event that people look at just like CIAA in Charlotte, just like ACT in Atlanta, just like South by Southwest in Austin, Texas. You follow what I'm saying? So this is a real big event right here. And I'm part of the committee that's helped plan and book and bring the people down to the city for that event right there. So it's gonna be a real big event. Also, I have a podcast. How y'all got me on y'all podcast? I got a podcast.
Yes.
Pimp TV podcast. I interview a bunch of guests, celebrities, and all this type of shit right here. And we going to depth about their story. And my podcast is on YouTube. It's YouTube, and you search Pimp TV podcast on YouTube. I also have a talk show separate from my podcast. My talk show is called Table Talk with MTP, The Great Debate, where I discuss different debatable topics. You follow what I'm saying? Just to give y'all an example. One topic was why do men and women cheat? Another topic was is oral sex and must in a relationship? Another topic was should a man take care of kids if not his? Another topic was if a woman hit a man, do he got the right to hit her back? You follow what I'm saying? So just different things like that. It's topics we discuss on Table Talk with MTP. That's separate from the Pimp TV podcast. So it's a lot going on with me also. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot going on with me. And I'm working on a new album right now. Me and my guy Smoke Dog. This is our second follow-up album. The first album we did was called Long Overdue. This is the sequel to the Long Overdue album. We hadn't came up with a title for it yet, but the album is done. So that's something that'll be coming out real soon. I give it about October, November, the album will be out right there. Now, where y'all can find me at, Facebook, Jamal Hicks, parentheses, Maal the Pimp. Instagram, at Maal the Pimp. Twitter, at Maal the Pimp. Vimeo, at Maal the Pimp. And then go to Google and YouTube and just search Maal the Pimp. That's MAALTHEPIMP. I'm all over the place, man. You can't miss me, bro. If you miss me, something wrong with you. You can't miss me. You hear me?
Period.
What's up?
Yeah.
Hey, Lady T, you know the business. Hit the people with the words of affirmation for the day.
Today's affirmation for today is it will be to live to your fullest potential. Allow God to be a light unto your feet. And I will also say just to love not just others, but don't forget to love yourself first and definitely put God first and love him as well. I'm your girl, Lady T Marie, signing off with It's a Chicago Vibe.
DJ Mr. Success.
Oh, yeah, you know my motto when you with Mr. Success, you always have a ball. If I can't tell the truth, it's nothing at all. Mr. Success, bringing pleasure, no stress. Until next week, y'all, peace.
Peace out.
Salute.
C-H-I-C-A-G-O, C-H-I-C-A, let's go, go, 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 C-H-I-C-A-G-O,